Hello everybody and welcome back to Rise of the Homestead. Now as you can see I was finishing up a contract on this field right outside the farmyard, and this was a baling contract, so we're going to collect on that in just a moment. A couple of things I had to come and I had to get the fellas to come and remove that silo because I think they misunderstood what I wanted, because this silo that I had put up was for keeping seeds and fertilizers and stuff. So I told them I wasn't needing that. I was needing something to store actual crops in. So I don't know where the misunderstanding was. So I had to get rid of that. And in place of that, I put down a nice little greenhouse over here. So I put it in here behind the chickens. We just hop the fence. So I have put water in here. I did buy myself a water tank as well, and I've installed a water point over there. So we get some, I think I've got lettuce running on this one. So I've got lettuce growing at the moment. So hopefully that will be another additional piece of income for us. So I do have 2 pallets of eggs. I'm just going to wait till the third one is finished and then get loaded up onto the wagon on here. So we're going to collect on this contract right now, and that was for 21,000. So I'm not going to complain. We're going to collect on that, and that has taken our grand total to nearly 110,000. So now the question is, I was wanting to save up to buy one of the bigger fields so we could split it into sections, but that's going to take a lot of hard graft through contracts. So I do plan to buy a smaller field down the road, uh, be a grass field, so that will give us something else to take in a bit more income. We could bail it up and what have you. If not, we could get a small cow barn. We could put a small cow barn down. Um, Small cow barn still requires feeding, so would require the hay, grass, or TMR. It's quite expensive to buy, so I really don't want to go down that route at the moment. So I think what we could do is we could just purchase one of these pieces of land. So let's have a look at what we are looking at. So we have got this one over here at 92,000. That field there, I think it's got a nice bit of space there. There's a pond in there too, so, and it's got a bit of trees on the outline. But we do have, which is not any much further away, but it's just down here. There's this one here at 92. Quite a nice size, 1.4, 1.5. Um, so the choices. There is some blank land down here as well, which is good for building on it, actually. So if we wanted to put additional stuff on, we could use some of these small pieces of land, but we want to be expanding in our own area at the moment, so we don't want to be going and doing that at the moment. So I think we could just have a wee look. That was 221. This one here is not ready yet. So, but it is 118,000, but that one's 92. The choices. Let's have a, let's find out which ones have got just grass on. So it is all these ones, right, okay. Okay, so what's this one here? That one's 79. It's slightly smaller, but it worked out better for us being a bit cheaper. Have a look at that. So it's a 92% yield on this one, and it's owned by David. Um, to be fair, it's not a bad size, because I mean, once we've, we could keep it as grass, or we could bale it, and then we could change this into something else. Would really like it to be a bit closer, though, to the farmyard. There's difficult decisions to make. I know there's a contract here for 30,000 on this field. So maybe, I suppose, maybe if I really want to try and get something a bit bigger that I could split, really just going to have to go down the road of doing contracts. That is until I get. Oh, I tell you what we could do. I tell you what we could do, actually. What we could do. Let's jump over to here. What we could do is we could put bees down. That would be quite nice. That would be quite good, actually. We could put bees down. What a better place to put them down than somewhere over here. What do you think? The beehives are not expensive. I mean, I don't actually see the difference in what the size of the beehive would have. I don't think the size matters. Um, Wait a minute. Probably be the wrong time of the year to be putting that down, because it is August, and I think October is when they stop. They stop for over the winter, so that's going to be a no-no. Darn it. That's going to be a no-no. Right. Okay. Okay. Right, we're just going to end up buying that field. I want to get that field just closer to the farm, so we're going to be going with this one. We're going to buy this one. We're just going to go ahead and do it. I can sell it later on if I want to. We'll probably just keep it as grass. Um, Now, do I still have the mower? I don't know if I've still got the mower. I do, yeah. Right, mower and balers there, that's fine. I've got the windrower as well, so we're not doing too bad with the machinery. What I could do is ask for help in mowing, and maybe I could take on another contract so I can get two things done at once. Right. I'll go and take this down to the field, make a phone call or two, and see if someone could help me out with this grass field while I take on another contract or two. So I managed to get someone to do the grass field for me. They're cutting it at the moment while we're doing this couple of contracts here. So I've taken on a couple of spraying contracts. That would be a lot easier to take on a couple of smaller size contracts rather than one giant contract that's probably going to take forever to do, i.e. the harvesting contract. So I didn't want to take on something that was going to take me forever to do, but the only downside is I had to pay for the herbicide to do this contract. So on one of these contracts, I don't actually think that they reimburse you on these contracts for anything you buy. So if that's the case, then I'm probably getting paid probably about oh, 2 grand for this job. So, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So we can knock out those two contracts. That'll hopefully Hopefully they might reimburse me for it, but I don't think they do. So I hope you're all doing really well, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day with whatever you're doing. Hope the weather's treating you nice. It's not long now until good old Christmas. Oh, I hope you're all set and ready to go. It shouldn't take us too long. I like the width of the boom on this machine. It's pretty long, so hopefully, fingers crossed, my my helper doesn't get stuck doing the grass on the field. That would be a total nightmare. So as I was saying before, with the plan would be to just try and buy a large field. That way I can actually, as I was saying before, split it into sections and have different crops growing on the one field. But with the prices of the fields in here, I mean, I could have probably, I probably could apply for a loan, um, but then I've got to try and pay that off, and the interest rate on that as well, paying interest every month. I mean, it's probably worth the risk to try it, but we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on, because I think pretty much 750,000 for a field just to get a loan for that would kind of be a bit ridiculous, to be honest. But it is something we can do, so there is the option. So at the moment, we have got two extra types of income at the moment. So we've got the chickens, and we now have the greenhouse as well. So that's a bonus. So with them two, hopefully we'll manage to get something extra coming in soon. Once the chickens are fully, all the chickens are fully grown, then we'll we'll be doing a lot better with the egg situation. We can get them loaded up onto the trailer and get them sold. Maybe see when the highest price is, whether we can wait or not. With and then with doing the extra contracts and stuff, we should be doing all right. I mean, so far I think we're into this is year two we're starting in now, as it runs from August to August. So this is year two. I don't think we've done too bad. Maybe we could be doing a bit better. Who knows? But at the end of the day, I'm happy with the progress I've been making. Slow and steady. And I think yeah, that's how you would want it to be. Slow and steady. You don't want to take it too quickly. I mean, the last thing I'd want to do is have the whole farm built in pretty much less than 8 years. So it's not really what I want to do. Right, on to field two. Didn't use too much of the herbicide on that one. Right, let's see how we're getting to the next field. Right, follow the road, take a left, and straight up. Okay. The nice thing about this machine as well is it does run at 32 miles an hour, which is nice. And I know I have been talking about just expanding the yard that we've got, and I do have in mind to potentially buy a farmyard, but I'm not 100% sure yet. Really not 100% sure. Would it be worth it? I don't know. Not sure if it would be worth it. I mean, they cost enough anyway. They cost as much as the fields do. Maybe it might be a decent investment, but then if I do that, I'm gonna have all the sort of sheds and stuff with no real amount of equipment to put in it. So maybe we would just be better off just carrying on with how we are. So on to field two now, doing the spraying contract. I'm not sure how my helper's got on. I haven't checked, so don't know if I want to check. He might be stuck on a fence or he might be in a ditch somewhere, so that's what kind of happens. Might have dozed off and ran into a ditch and then ditched the vehicle and run. I've had that happen before, and it's not nice. Oh, it looks like on the GPS, it looks like he's still going. Probably not far from finishing, actually. I can't remember how much these fields are actually paying out. I think one of them was 8,000, so if that's the case and I don't get reimbursed, then of course I'm going to be only making 2 grand off it. So I think I spent over 6,000 on herbicides. So right, let's get on to the next path. It's really nice to see the amount of people who are enjoying following my journey here on Rise of the Homestead, starting small and basically with nothing but a small yard and a couple of pieces of equipment. I still have the old girl. She's in the shed at the moment, so she's been repainted and still going strong. And getting to this point after, well, heading into year two, so I don't think we've done too bad. I think we've accomplished a lot more than what some probably could in that space of time. But as I've obviously said already, it's slow and steady. That's how I want to do it. I don't want to be rushing things. Just deviate off the path here a minute. There's no point wasting the herbicide on one side of the boom. Right, let's get down to this side, I think. Yeah, 72% done already. Oh, we might as well just do this one here. Might as well finish this bit off. The only thing I found as well is when you think when you do the contracts, you used to be able to completely finish the contracts, but now you can't. Once it's completed, it would just automatically stop letting you do anything to the contract. But it would be nice if we could actually just finish the whole field, you know, just finish it all, finish the actual job at hand. And hopefully it won't be long now before we do our first harvest, actually. It shouldn't be too long now. It's been a while. I can't even remember what it was I put in the field in the first place. I think it was barley. I think it was barley. I'm not 100%. I can't remember. Feels like that long ago that I planted it. Right, not much to go now on this contract and we will be finished. I wonder if there's any more contracts for spraying. There is fertilizing. No more. No. Right. Start on this last pass here. Oh, no, we're finished. Right. That is perfect. I love the animation of these vehicles. It's great. It's really great. Right, let's collect on both of these contracts. So, oh, no. Contract reward. No reimbursement. So, oh, okay then. So I get 8,430 for that one and 7,876 for that. So they didn't reimburse me for buying the materials, which was nice. Right, so the work is finished. Looks awesome. Might actually give that worker another call, see if I can get him on the windrower. Try not to take up too much of your guys' time. Um, you know, real life for yourselves will have a lot going, so I won't be taking up too much of your time. Most of the stuff I'll finish up on my own anyway. Right, get back to the yard with this mower. All the bales are gone off the field already. They don't hold back. They really like to get the work done in this place. Right, let's get the mower back in here. Oh, I'll have to break the support. Don't want it falling down. Right, I will get all the rest of the work done later on, and We'll go and grab something to eat because I'm getting pretty hungry. So, yeah, so I'll get all that done later and hopefully see you guys soon.